I took 3 men.
Sounds kinky. Ah, lovely nighttime rain on Interchange. This is very bright.
I don't hear
Jonathan.
any rain. What are you talking about?
Right. Oh, I thought I'm gonna drop you my backpack, so that makes everything
I'm
easier.
so tired of this walking.
Oh, sorry, I completely didn't understand that. Yes, we're on Interchange.
Oh,
are you
good.
a
Give me
big fan
some
of
beer.
Supernatural?
No, is that the TV show?
It is a TV show, yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
I know
a
it is a TV.
Horror
Thank you.
soap opera.
I don't think I ever watched it.
Oh, what? Okay, it's got like 15 seasons, so it's a bit hard to get into. But basically, they deal with every possible horror phenomenon. So it's like 2 brothers, right? And the iconic
It's like
sentence.
the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's basically horror soap opera Star Trek. You know, like similar
breath.
episode amount and stuff, right?
Okay.
And the first episode very iconically starts with the older brother coming to the younger brother who was trying to break free from his monster hunter life, going like, "Dad's on a hunting trip and he hasn't been home in a few days." And then they go start looking for the dad and shit like that. And story unfolds. And there's like a different thing every episode, right? It's a demon, it's a ghost, it's a Wendigo, it's a werewolf, all that kind of shit.
Monster of the week.
Monster of the week, exactly. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun to watch, but I'm actually not through. I jumped off in like season 7. So.
Hey, I know this gun from boot camp.
Nice. I hope you're nice and comfy with it now. It's got a 2-time scope on it, which is kind of the max that you can deal with on nighttime interchange. In my opinion, that's been my favorite. And yeah, we're gonna do some ranting.
Jonathan, we need to... Yeah, let's do some ranting and talk about things. We need to talk about that we're now banned on YouTube or something.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that.
You did the onerous mistake of putting fucker in the title.
Well, it was very fitting though. So
I mean, it was a quote. It was a direct quote of a song. I'm way behind you, by the way. Oh, scav. Oh, ooh.
Go further. Oh, scav down. Come back. So we need to be a little bit quick about this to get into the rat spot. So you see the speaker, jump onto the speaker, and then lie down on top.
Oh, hey, I think I can manage. No, I can't. Okay, still working on this. Why can't I get up there? I'm
you
out
should
of
be able
breath.
to.
Give me a second.
Just wait a little bit. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just catching my breath on the speaker. Come on, get up there.
Yeah,
Thank
nice.
you.
And then if you
Lying on
throw it on
top.
your backpack, then you can lie there with a nice low profile.
Okay. Here you go.
And then I'm gonna try to
Okay.
get up on this shelf. I've never tried this before. I'm not sure it actually works.
Yeah, so apparently we're now YouTube figured out because of that our content is not for kids.
Surprise to everybody, you know?
I never thought it was. I mean, why? Why would you assume that?
For every episode I upload, I click, no, it's not made for kids, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, me too. When I do that, yes.
But you can set that as a default, by the way. YouTube uploading.
Isn't it
hack.
our default? It should be our default.
not our
Nothing I
default.
make is for kids.
Don't you like
Let's make
kids?
let's make that the default.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against kids, but they're not the center of my life as they are for most
Right,
people.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I don't have kids, so I don't care about kid things. I don't care about schools or kindergartens or
Yeah.
whatever. Which makes me somewhat of an outsider where I live, because this place is full of families with kids. Oh, you're lying up there too. Nice. So they always look at you weird
Yeah.
When you walk by the children playground.
Yeah. Try to lay as still as possible, by the way, to not give away your position. And you can look that way, and I'll look the other way, and then we get both angles covered.
Okay. All right. Not doing anything. Anyway, so that happened.
That did happen. Yeah, the episode title was episode 23. Are we the dirty fuckers?
Because that was the song title. I think the upshot is that if you're not logged in to YouTube, you're not seeing that episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you could be a kid.
True. Unauthenticated users might be children. Yeah.
Oh. There's some traces flying past.
Oh wow.
That some glass popped. Yeah. And I guess, I think this is kind of hilarious because the song is kind of about something like this.
Yeah.
You know, there's always some dirty fucker trying to mess it up. They're trying to mess up our show, Jonathan. Left side where?
It's going to come from the left side into the store, I bet.
Okay. I'm looking at the left side, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be very close to you, I think. So
okay.
Try not to ADS or un-ADS and stuff like that. That's going to make noise.
No, I'm not making any sounds.
Perfect.
At all. I hear some walking. Oh no. It sounds like fire. I don't know what that is. So what do you think of the I know, and it's not really rumors, but there's like some speculation that like a lot of development on Tarkov has stopped.
Yeah.
You know, because of the military draft situation in Russia.
I mean, I'm not sure it's exclusively the military draft situation, but I think it's generally demoralizing to live in Russia right now.
Yeah, but I think that's... Oh!
Yeah.
I see somebody walking past there, shooting. I don't have line of sight. Oh my god. Yeah, but you wouldn't stop your work because of that, right?
I wouldn't, but I think some people definitely might. I think they're going to come your way.
Yeah. But I think the idea is that like they maybe drafted some of the developers.
I'm not sure they would. Because I mean, they're pretty much a cash cow for the Russian state. I'm relatively sure they would not be the first ones to be drafted. You know?
They're like in the age and they know how to shoot guns.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure they specifically got drafted, you know what I mean? But
don't you think they want to draft Nikita just because he knows weapons?
I mean, if I had the choice, developers would probably be some of the last people I would draft, right? If
I don't think that's
into a regular army, you know, I would be like,
yeah. But I think they rather go by age and where you live, and I guess they drafted some people in St. Petersburg, so. And it's like they haven't posted a lot on social media recently.
Keep shooting. I'm not sure if that's a scam.
Somebody's lighting. Oh, there's somebody is down there. I can see them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can hit them, so I'm not gonna shoot.
No, just take it slow. We want them to come closer, right? We want them to come into the kill zone.
Come closer, my friends. Come into the shadows. That's where we live. Oh, I love this rain sound, man.
I don't even hear any rain sound.
So realistic. Don't you hear drumming on the roof?
Oh yeah, very, very faintly. Maybe it's because I have my audio so far dialed down.
It's quite loud for me. It's like actually it's so real. Like for a second I thought it was actually IRL. Okay, I think
would be nice if they would come closer. Hopefully they didn't get killed by a scav. That would be disappointing.
So I don't know if that... it feels to me like... Yeah, that's gonna affect the game. It's gonna...
I think so. I mean, people are definitely, especially streamers, right? Like Trey and Willers and stuff like that. They're like, okay, give me some new content. You know, the Lighthouse expansion wasn't done like super properly. They let me walk onto some roofs, but there's no trader yet. So that was very half-heartedly compared to all the other map expansions, right? Like Reserve got the whole underground bunker area. Woods got a huge chunk of land added to it.
It's like twice as big.
And Customs as well, right? They got the whole stronghold and stuff like that. or one of the gas stations. I'm not sure, but customs expansion was also pretty big. So the last actual content that was added to Tarkov is a while ago. So,
excluding guns, right? You mean?
Yeah, excluding guns. So content in terms of like playable content, not like different model in your hand.
And I think
the new different stats.
The new bosses are generally not very well received.
I think people don't like them because they're so hard to find. Because you really need to spam like the map where people think they're on at the moment, or they just murder you. I've only met them twice, and I've got insta-killed, basically.
Okay. I heard more from people who actually, I mean, streamers, right?
Yeah.
So they like seek them out and stuff, that they're just like more of the same. They're just like a team of killers running around.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, they're just one-shot you, like point-click you, instead of just being tactically well-designed AI.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very aggressive. Basically, like they're a little bit like Sturman's guards in a way. That also push and flank you and stuff like that. But it's nothing new, right? So
yeah,
I really wish they would do something about the AI in this game, like you have in single-player games, like Far Cry and stuff like that, right? So where the AI behavior is that they actually do something. So I read an interesting article when I was looking through Cyberpunk mods. And there you have two types of NPCs, basically, that you meet on the street, right? The no-name filler NPCs.
The ones that run into the lampposts.
The ones that run into the lamppost, yeah. So you have two types of those. You have traversing, so they go along the road, and you probably will never see where they end up because they just despawn at a certain range. And the ones that engage in an activity. And they might also walk a couple of meters, but then they will go back to doing the thing that they're doing, right? Like either, I don't know, meditating or being on a phone or whatever. So I think it would be super nice if Tarkov had more of that, because right now you can clearly see the scavs are patrolling, or they're doing some really, really typical AI shit, like sit on the floor and look up. Like on Reserve, you can find so many scavs that just walk around, then they stop and look up and turn on a spot. There's like nothing, no human would ever do that. And that's
oh my
so
god,
annoying.
Oli is so nice and lit up red now from sun that's coming up.
Yeah, I see it.
It's beautiful. Yeah, what I want, so the best AI I've ever seen in a game for this kind of AI, this was a while ago, and it was so good, it was terrifying. The Alien in Alien Isolation.
Oh yeah.
That thing was so unpredictable. So in Alien, that AI is just terrifying, and it's just like it hunts you down.
Oh
and but it doesn't do in a straightforward way. It's very unpredictable. I mean, it reacts to certain things where you can like make sound, and then it reacts kind of predictable, but you don't know where it's coming from, because it's like really patrolling the level.
Yeah.
Like, and to have something like that for a boss, like, especially like in an indoor, like in Interchange, like in here, would be fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a lot harder to do, because in a single player game you have one player. Oh, I see somebody.
Yep.
Oh. Wait. They're going up. I don't.
No.
Are they coming closer?
I hope they're coming back into the mall. That would otherwise have been a good shot, but I wasn't ready to engage. Let's engage together when he comes into view again.
Okay. Where did he go?
He either went
He
out,
was
or he went to
geared.
the computers.
He was quite geared.
Yep. He definitely wore a helmet.
Yeah, so it'd be a lot harder to do, because he'd have to the AI would have to react to a couple of players.
Oh yeah.
And in Alien it just reacts with one player and the other AIs walking around. So it'd be harder to do. But then, how long's Alien Isolation? It must have been almost 10 years old now.
Yeah.
So I mean, you'd expect there to be more, like you'd expect this to be in the realm of possibility now, because people tell you that AI can do all these things, including drive cars.
Yeah, but it's a different AI, right? It's not reacting to like the same inputs. I think what I basically miss is that they have idle actions, right? They only stand around. They either stand or walk if they're not engaged in combat, right? It's not like they're sitting together at a fire and stuff like that. Like, I think I wanted to be more Stalker than Tarkov, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I agree with you. I want that too. But like, to stay on this AI topic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's machine learning, right? So, if if Google on a large scale can do that to drive a car in the real world, like couldn't you just feed player interaction into a machine learning model?
Yeah.
And then build some kind of AI that can react to that?
I think that would be pretty hard because you have so many different things you can do.
Yeah, but like if let's take, I mean, if this is an online game, right?
Yeah.
So you have telemetry, so they know what every player is doing on the map. So they have a ton of data that they could probably use.
Yeah.
For this kind of thing. Jonathan, why don't they do this?
I think they should definitely.
Do you hear, player?
No, but I heard shots on the left and I heard flashbangs on the left, which means somebody's hunting for killer.
Huh.
So
Or maybe
basically,
they should
you go through a map and you throw flashbangs everywhere to see if you can trigger the boss.
See, at the lowest thing, they should have scavs emulate players.
Yeah, I'm really happy that scavs peek now. Like they lean peek and lean around corners and stuff like that. That is really, really good because that's something players would do. It's harder to distinguish scavs from player scavs now. But I still think there is so much atmospheric, cool shit they could do and have the scavs coordinate with each other, right? Right now they do like a bunch of default behaviors based on their personality type. They basically get like a personality type when they spawn, and then that's what they act like, which is not cool.
Yeah, that's a bit suboptimal. Yeah. I want more cool things in this game. I agree with you.
Maybe
this should
maybe
be more
they're
like
not releasing
Stalker.
any. Maybe they're not releasing any content because they're so focused on Arena, because they're actually trying to occupy the competitive gaming market.
Yeah, I think what they've done is they've got too much on their plate, which would be hard to do in an ideal situation. But now they have the geopolitical situation on top of it.
Yeah,
and I think they're just like fucking in over their head right now. Probably.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to assume, definitely. But I mean, that's always the state with battle state games, right? Nothing ever has been on time with them. Like no release.
Well, but you know, that's early access games.
Yeah,
actually,
there's been more output.
Deadly Slop on a stream the other day said something really intelligent, which I think he's completely right. He said, "I don't think I've ever seen a timeline. Anybody keep a timeline in gaming?"
Yeah,
and I think that's right.
true.
And I think the problem that they have is they make this mistake, which Star Citizen's very famous for. You need a timeline, right? Because you have project managers, you control an internal project, so you have a roadmap, right? But I think what you shouldn't do is ever publish that roadmap.
Yeah,
because
that's a good call.
Nobody ever keeps the roadmap ever in any project, and in software development, doubly so. Because there's always you try to do something and then somebody figures out, well, this is actually more complicated, and this leads to that, and then we have to do this, and so just don't publish the roadmap.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe. Like maybe say what you're
tell
working
people
towards on the next release.
Yeah.
That's
tell people what you want to do, but don't tell them when.
Yeah,
and then surprise them when it comes out. I think that's. I mean, they're kind of doing that. They're not saying when they're releasing things, so I think that's probably a good thing. But like, what I find interesting is, I've played a bit of World of Warships recently.
Yeah.
And I find it kind of really amazing how that company, which was also based in St. Petersburg, completely
they pulled everyone out, didn't they?
Yeah. In the span of 6 months, not only pulled the company out, right, and went to like Malta or whatever.
Yeah.
But also now they're now in the process of dividing the game, and just basically, so they have like all game companies, they have like all online game companies, they have a separate game basically and a separate set of servers and a separate company running it for China.
Right.
Because of the censorship in the Chinese market.
What do you mean
and then now in the
it's encouraging to do the right thing and to be a model citizen.
I mean the censorship by the fucking
CCTV?
totalitarian fucking
yeah.
regime.
Sorry, I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get us completely banned on YouTube, you know.
Nice, yeah.
It's kind of my mission. They because they have that, but they're now in the process to do the exact same thing with Russia. They've already sold the game in Russia to another company that they've spun out.
Oh yeah. And you mentioned this.
Now in the process, you now have to decide like what
Which
server
pool
region you want to play on. And then if you're in the CIS countries, so like Russia, all the former Eastern Bloc countries, you'll be like completely on separate servers. It'll be different game client, different game version, and the speed in which they just pulled that off in like basically 6 months or whatever is just incredibly amazing to me. I mean, there'll be a pain in the ass for the people working there. But it's kind of I've never seen anything like this.
I have a lot of respect for that, and obviously, kind of being on the NATO team, I guess. I wish Battlestate would do the same, but you know.
What, you're on the NATO team?
Well, I mean, more on the NATO team than on the RUAF team.
I am on no team in this side. I'm on
that's
team.
what I frequently remind people of. That kind of, you know, like what you hear in media is kind of like it's the team you happen to be on. You know, like you're like all of the information you would receive would probably be very different if you just, you know, be from a different home city. You know, it's kind of like with football teams.
I am on team. The only winning move is not to play.
Yeah.
In this whole situation,
some people make the first move, and then you got to see what you got to do. You know, it's like
it's history.
It sucks,
it's very It's very arguably what the first move was.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, you know, it's like, what is the first? What is the first violent military move in the Ukraine conflict?
Well, depends on what. I mean, that's not.
No, I'm just saying that's what a lot of people look at, right? It's like,
I know. I know
fired
what you're
the
saying.
first shot, you know,
and that's a valid point.
If you can't bully people into stuff with political power, and then somebody decides, fine, we're going to mobilize some troops, that's generally considered the beginning of a war.
I mean,
or
but like,
right?
I know what you're saying, but like, if you're like me, you're interested in history, then that's like a very, like, let's take World War I, for example, right? There it doesn't really matter who fired the first shot.
No, that's true.
Like,
that's true.
And was the first shot like executing like the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, or, you know? And
no.
I mean
I think that's a good point. And like, I think I often think of you saying there's no ethics in global politics, right? It's like you do what you can get away with.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I've thought about this a lot, because that's I think that's very true. It's also a shame, right? But if you just say,
but that's
you know, if you say, well, from Russia's point of view, if you bitch about that, basically, we're not as powerful as we used to be, I don't like this. It's like, well, you know, tough luck. That's, you know, you should have thought about that
but
before
you can bitch
ran your
about
fucking
that
economy into the ground and disbanded the whole thing in 1990.
Dude, I mean, let's not talk about economies being run into the ground. You know, I just went shopping for like 70 euros, and I basically just bought a bit of bread and something to put on it. So, you know, let's not talk about that. But like, what I'm trying to say is that you know, from one Russian point of view that I can completely understand is like, after the Cold War was over, we kind of agreed that we would disband our military alliances. That was... Oh, I see somebody. Maybe a scav. Probably dead now.
Nice. So shots
and
left.
You know,
I hope they'll come this way.
I mean, I should have, you know, attracted somebody now.
Very good, very good.
I mean, you know, they kind of did and we didn't. So I think that's I mean, that's one of the things that started it. But like, the thing just with history is just that everything begets everything else. So the situation we kind of have now is due to the Cold War. really.
Yeah.
And that situation is down to World War II, and World War II is kind of down to World War One, and World War One is kind of down to colonialism, and colonialism is kind of down to
Yeah, but I think it's
British
also like
being shit.
what do you have the least problems with? And I think that's something that is way easier for me than for other people, right? I can go like, who do I think is the least incompetent person in this group of politicians? And I go like, well, fine, they'll get my vote. I disagree with them on a number of topics. Maybe I'll angrily
Did you
tweet
just
at
say
them.
that was easy?
No, I'm saying that's easier for me than for other people. Where
I mean, it's incredibly hard for me because everybody in Germany is incompetent to the max.
what about Felix
mean,
Reda?
I don't even know who that is.
Net politician, previously Piracy Party.
Wait, Felix? Is he related to Julia Reda?
Formerly known as Julia Reda, yes.
What?
Well,
Julia Reda?
You didn't pick up that it's now Felix Reda.
No idea.
Yeah.
Totally not.
All right. So I
Julia
think that's
Reda
one of my favorite.
Julia Reda changed genders?
Yeah. My favorite politicians ever. Because they have
he. I'm sorry. Is it he? What's the pronoun situation?
I think it's officially he. I think that's very safe to assume.
He is a very competent politician. Oh,
That's
somebody's
me.
walking.
Yeah, I've lost my backpack as well.
Are we giving up on the?
Yeah, I think we might have to give up on the hunt. I'm dropping an energy drink on your fantastic little shelf here.
Okay, wait. Let me get
Maybe
up
we can
here.
also check for graphic cards before we leave. But what?
All right, let's get my backpack. Oh, that's cool. I learned something today.
And I think there's like a bunch of politicians that are not like entirely terrible. So
Aren't you voting for a new prime minister now?
I'm not personally because I'm not a Danish citizen.
Well, I mean, is Denmark? Denmark is electing a prime.
Yeah.
Is this correct? What I heard? Because I heard things about Denmark last time when we talked about how wrong that was.
Yep.
So I'm not trusting anybody on this. But is it due to the whole mink situation?
It is, yeah, because they basically were like, okay, look, if you don't not entirely. Basically, it's like abuse of power. You shouldn't be doing this shit. If you don't step down, we're going to challenge. We're basically going to have a vote of confidence. One of the parties.
But that was one of the situations.
That was one of the
that led to it. Because that was quite long ago, right? That was like.
Yeah, and so it's
ago?
basically in Denmark you basically have a bipartisan government. It's not as flexible as in Germany, but you have as many parties. But they're always in the red or the blue block. So either in the conservative / social democrat.
Is it the same colors as in the US?
No, it's not. The blue is actually the conservative here. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's annoying.
It's so
Shit,
annoying.
I'm stuck here. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
No, it's not. There's a guy. Oh, sorry.
This is me
sorry, I was
flashing my
stuck here.
flashlight.
Yeah, I had no idea what direction I was facing. I thought that was a really geared player. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's me. I am a really geared player.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, not really.
So it's the other way around.
It's the other way
really
around.
Annoying. Oh my god, that's annoying. Oh, but it's because they're Labour Party, right? Probably. The red guys.
Yeah, but they're also, they're more right-wing than even the Social Democrats in Germany, right?
But the color is from socialism,
Yeah.
right?
They're also
So
called the
Labour
Social
Party.
Democrats. They're just not Social Democrats. Well, it's complicated.
No, they must be called like Sozialistische Demokratischen.
Yeah,
or
but
something
still,
like this.
I to me as a German, they don't qualify as like Social Democrats. Okay, so
the German Social Democrats
don't
qualify as Social Democrats anymore.
This is another super great rat spot. If you manage to get up here and lay on this thing, you have people walking by you left and right, and it's absolutely hilarious how many fucking.
You know why I know this? Well, that fire is distracting.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah. You know why I know this area?
No.
Because Deadly went here with a group of his viewers, and then they sacrificed one guy on the fire.
Oh, I saw that video. Yeah, that was funny. I love that.
And you can't burn them, so they had to blow them up with grenades. like scav raids, like being cultists. That was hilarious.
That's a dead body.
Yeah, so it's interesting to me that because of the mink situation, because that was a horrific thing to do and a very dumb thing to do. And not only did they do a very dumb thing, they also did it in an incredibly, like, really unprofessional way.
Yeah. You want this guy's rig? You can totally have it. He was just trying to blind you.
Yes.
What a fucking psycho.
I am. Wait. Oh, I can't. Why can't I wear it? Oh,
8 minutes
I
left.
can.
You
Yeah.
gotta look for some food. I think you still need some food for quests, right? You probably looked this up before we embarked.
Probably.
The guy had a Tashonka at least.
I know. I got the Tushonka, but I don't need that apparently. I think I need
Iskra, croutons, MREs.
You know
maybe.
what the guy had? Come here for a second. The guy had my most favorite weapon. I even like this weapon more than the Colt 1911.
The fucking Sawn of Mosen?
The mare's leg, yes.
Some squash over there. So there's like lots of food here. I actually wanted to come here with you anyways, because there's so much food and drink and stuff like that.
Are we gonna make it to the extract?
Yeah, definitely. There's some condensed milk and some squash over here as well.
Nice. No, somebody's outside beeping their horn outside my window.
What the fuck?
Fucks. Yeah, it's not good. Well, the noisy neighbor moved out. A noisy neighbor upstairs, so that's a good thing for our recording situation.
Nice. Yeah, I never heard anything of them, but I'm happy that you are happier with your neighbor situation.
I mean, I have a setup where that is minimized, but also it prevented me sometimes from recording podcasts. I probably could have, right?
Yeah.
Could have set it up and everything.
But it's still distracting.
It was just annoying. Yeah, it's very distracting. And they were like, I mean, when they moved out, I figured out that they had a sound system that
you showed me a picture.
To like, it's like a, like a like what you would use at a small wedding with like maybe 200 people.
Yeah.
A room like that. It would totally be alright to have a party like that with that. And he had that just
in his fucking gaming room
in a flat.
or whatever. Yeah. There's a guy.
Oh.
Hey man, I just need to finish a quest. It'd be really nice.
Alright, do you want to extract together maybe?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, look, I'll pull my knife out.
Very good. What do you need to finish?
I just need a small tank of Tashonka. I can't even talk.
Wait. I think I have one. No, these are all big ones. So
No, there are no small ones here, unfortunately. We only have the big ones. Can you make them in your hideout? We have squash and the big Tashonka.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second here.
Okay, you might need to take this SJ6.
Here you go.
Somebody else is running up.
Wait, take this.
There's another guy over there.
Take this
Yep.
SJ6.
I see him.
Is that your friend over there as well?
Nope.
Кики-брики в дамке. Ну что, неплохой день, да? Четко все.
Can you pick up this SJ6 on the ground?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm hunting the scav.
Go to the co-op extract if you want. That'd be great for Scav.
Yeah, co-op would be great, man.
Okay, I'm coming.
Take the drugs.
Got it. Yeah. I got it. You follow him. I just need to. Yeah, thank you. Should I take that?
Yeah.
I need to figure out what it is first.
There's a surf kit on this dude's body though.
Take. I'm gonna watch our ass here. Damn, scav's still around.
Okay,
Where are
let's
you
go.
at?
Do you need the surf kit? I picked.
No, we're good. Alright, let's follow this guy to the extract. He's our ticket out of here, man. We cannot murderize him.
I didn't want to. Like he seems to be nice.
Well, you know, sometimes you gotta teach people a lesson, and that is trust nobody.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Let's
so,
be,
one of the streams I did with Halifa, right? I was like, look, you know what's... There's a flashlight on the gun on your back, that's on, by the way. I was like, we're gonna need to shoot people in a very specific location, and we're going to make them, right? So I was like, we're going to bully people into going to the right place, or take them with us under false motives, and then we're going to shoot them when we get to the place.
You did that with Halifa?
Yeah, I did that with Halifa, and we actually found somebody
God.
that was a naked guy. Ow! What the fuck?
Down.
Kind of stupid, bro. It's kind of stupid. Dummy. I don't expect any better from a player that doesn't drop that shitty helmet when they ask one of it.
Yeah, anyways, we found a guy that only had a Mosin.
Where are you guys?
Oh, downstairs.
Okay.
Front entrance. We found a guy that only had a Mosin, and we made him go with us, and even equipped him with scav gear and stuff like that. And then I died pushing somebody. He killed the guy that killed me, and then he led Halifa to the extract, all over void.
Oh my god.
It was such a chaotic raid. I wanted to betray him. I was so ready to shoot him after he helps me kill the other guy, right?
Wow. That sounds amazing. Is that on video somewhere?
It is in a VOD, and I think Halifa is also editing it into a video. It was so good.
Yeah, you should put that out. I want to see that. That sounds amazing.
I was so happy also that she had like a good VoIP experience, right? That was really cool.
Got 2 minutes 40, and I'm out of breath here. Ugh.
Is this? Yeah, this is Scavlands, isn't it? Yeah.
It is a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're officially featured on Scenic Tarkov.
Well, that was a fun experience.
Holy shit.
It was good of you to tell him as well. I didn't even... That was, yeah. Wouldn't even occur to me. Nice.
He's gonna watch this video for 40 fucking minutes and go like, when the fuck do I show up? These guys were just laying on top of a shelf.
Talking about Russia.
Yeah,
What is
talking about
this show?
politics. Fuck off.
What is this fucking show? Hey, that was fun. That was cool. I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah. I only need to do that like 13 more times to get my PMC kills in that stupid mall.
Well, you know, Jonathan, let's do that next episode as well.
Been a pleasure. See you next time.
See ya.